Welcome back, Romantic Home family. I am Olivia's Romantic Home, and in today's video, I am so excited to share with you guys some DIY, Dollar Tree, and budget-friendly Christmas decor crafts. This is episode 6 in my huge I Love Christmas series. I love to share with you guys how you can make your home's boutique gorgeous on a budget, and I truly believe you do not have to break the bank to have a fabulous, amazing home. Now, don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel. It's totally free. It helps me out so much. I am a one-woman show. And also follow me on my brand new Olivia's Romantic Home DIY Facebook page. Now listen, without further ado, let's go ahead and plug in those glue guns. Get out your glitter and paint, and let's get to crafting. Let's take a Dollar Tree jumbo ornament and zhuzh it up. So what I want to do is add some Dollar Tree styrofoam to the top of the ornament, and you're just going to add hot glue and then hold it on until it dries really well before you start adding in your floral picks or greenery. We want to make this like a blooming floral arrangement, and then the cool thing about these are you guys can actually pop these into the top part of a vase, and it does look somewhat like a floral arrangement. I shared that with you guys in my last blooming ornament that I did. Okay, so now that I have 2 pieces of styrofoam on either side, that's going to give me a really good sturdy base to work with. You could make them smaller or even forego the styrofoam, but this is what gives you leverage for all of your goodies to hold to. So I'm starting out with these evergreen branches. You guys pick whatever picks you have, either in your craft stash, or if you're going to Dollar Tree, grab some greenery floral picks for this project. You can also add in a little bit of your summer greenery to kind of break up all of the evergreen. Now I'm going to take some ribbon that I had left over from last season and simply take it and loop it over on itself to create, you just kind of cross it over on itself, and then you pinch it and then zip tie it or put a piece of floral wire. Now I didn't want that long of tails, so I'm simply going to trim off the tails. And then once you guys have your ribboning and your greenery done, you can really get creative with this. Also look in the Dollar Tree Crafters Square section for this red and white polka dot ribbon. It is so cute and so perfect for Christmas crafting. It gives you that little bit of whimsical feel. It is a silky ribbon, so it's a pretty nice quality. Now it doesn't have wire, so just use it for your smaller detail work. This beautiful blooming floral jumbo ornament got pretty large, but you guys know I love big bows. I love that glam. These are great to hang from a chandelier, your Christmas tree, whatever suits your fancy. You could even give them as a gift, specialize it and customize it to suit your colors. I hope you guys are inspired, and happy crafting. For this Dollar Tree DIY, I want to take these little Dollar Tree candlesticks and really fancy them up in kind of that Mackenzie Child fashion. These are from the Dollar Tree Plus section, and what I'm doing is I'm just going to simply draw lines down the base of the candle. Now you guys can use this on really any candlestick that you have, especially if you go ahead and give it a white base. And I'm going to go ahead and take and just paint my checks in. Also, if you guys mess up when you're painting checks, just use a little bit of white paint. And mad props to the Mackenzie Child's painters. They are wonderful, and I think that their treasures are amazing and beautiful. Go check out their website. You can also sign up for their free catalog if you just want to drool on their fancy pieces. They're a little bit out of my budget and price range, but here's kind of a fun little idea that you guys can use to get kind of that boutique gorgeous look on a budget. You guys can add a layer of waterproof Mod Podge over your painting, and that will really seal it in, and use that gold paint pen to really accent the colors. And then here is your fabulous candlestick. Totally budget friendly. You can pop some little Dollar Tree ornaments into the top. We're also going to paint a Nutcracker to kind of match it, also from Dollar Tree. Have fun with it, get creative, and go for it. For this DIY, I want to share with y'all how to create a blooming candlestick. So this is a candlestick that I found at the thrift store. I painted it gold to make it look more fancy. I'm using some Dollar Tree styrofoam. You hot glue that to the top, let it dry, then start adding in your greenery picks. So you want to just from Dollar Tree grab some greenery, whatever color you love, and then just kind of start adding it as your base. You can add in some berries, really whatever colors you're using in your holiday decor. I've shared with you guys also a white glam version of this blooming candlestick, but I know a lot of you all are going to be decorating with red, and I'm also going to be using reds for Christmas, as well as some pastels and pinks. I'm going to do some different themes in different rooms of my home. I'm so excited to share this Christmas decor with you guys. Okay, back to the DIY. Go ahead and continue to add in your greenery picks all the way around your candlestick. And if you start running out of evergreen, you guys can also pop in just some greenery floral, mix that into the picks of evergreen, and that will give it some dimension. If you guys go outside and look in nature, the trees have all different colors and dimension to them. Hazard of the trade when you're wearing a dress to craft with. I snag my dresses sometimes, but this dress was actually from the thrift store, and I wore it for my birthday celebration with my girlfriends, so it does double duty. It's super cool, and believe it or not, it was in the high 80s today, and out in my little Christmas crafting studio, which is actually my garage. I get kind of toasty, especially at this age. Now, I didn't use that ornament. I decided to use this peppermint stick, and it's actually broken. So I'm just taking a piece of floral. This is just the floral wire that a flower would be on. Great way to make a pick. Stick it down into my little floral broken peppermint. It's not broken on the front, just the back. And then I'm going to pop that into my styrofoam. I think these might have originally been from Michael's. I think I found them at a garage sale years ago, and that's why it's broken, because I've used it so many years in a row. A lot of you guys ask what I do with my crafts. I take them apart at the end of the season, store everything, and then repurpose and reuse. I do this every season, and I'm challenging myself this year to repurpose and reuse as much as I can. Now let's make a loopy bow. Simply take your ribbon and loop it over on itself 4 times, or if you're using ribbon scraps, until the end of your ribbon scrap. I'm going to take and cut little bitty tiny notches in either side of my bow. Be careful with cutting the tiny notches. If you're nervous you're going to cut your ribbon, just skip that part, but it can help you pull your loops apart and make your bow a little bit fluffier. That's totally optional. Now, don't forget to fluff that bow. You're going to fluff it before you put it on your project. You're going to fluff it after you put it on your project. Then you're going to fluff it again at the end of your project, or maybe multiple times as you go around your project, which is what I do. I simply took a little floral stem pick and made that and poked that into the styrofoam. Then I'm going to take this Dollar Tree polka dot ribbon. Hey, you guys, don't miss out on the crafters square section. Don't just look in the seasonal department section of your Dollar Tree or even your craft store. Look in the regular ribbon section, because you're going to find different ribbon. Something might catch your eye, and it also might be on sale. I found so much clearance ribbon at Hobby Lobby at the end of this summer. I stocked up on it because I knew I was going to be doing some pastel for Christmas. Okay, so I tied a quick little loopy bow, just like you would be tying your shoelaces, and I have these little peppermints that I'm going to use as detail. Don't forget to also pop in those little detail pieces to your work. Add in some more ribbon and some more flowers. Really have fun with it, get creative, and go for it. So I just kept adding in berries and some little miniature ornaments and just some ribbons. That Dollar Tree polka dot ribbon I feel like looks really fun. I also love that it's not candy stripe because I feel like we could use this almost into Valentine's Day. Just replace the peppermint with the heart. What do you guys think? I am crushing on this project. I hope you guys try one of these. I know you have a candlestick, sitting around your house. You can also look for them at clearance at your Hobby Lobby or Michael's, or check out thrift stores. Just paint one gold and then you have the perfect base to try this out on. I hope you're inspired, and thank you so much, and happy crafting.
Making our Christmas memories. I've been working so much lately, I can barely find the time to sleep. Yeah, I spend my time running around, keeping people pleased. But this is my favorite holiday. It's a chance to start over new, 'cause I missed you, so I'm letting go of.
For this Dollar Tree DIY, I want to take one of those Dollar Tree Nutcrackers. You can find them in the Dollar Tree Plus section. In your craft stores, we'll have Nutcrackers as well. I'm simply going to paint his hat white with some white chalk paint, and I want to paint some checks on him. So I'm not going to repaint the whole thing, but I do want to paint some checks on the top and his base. That Waverly white chalk paint is awesome for this project. It gives you really great coverage. I did do a couple coats though, because that Dollar Tree paint is something to be reckoned with. Also remember, you guys could do a repaint on this with some pink paint, really any color that you love that you're decorating with for Christmas.
Isn't this how it's supposed to be? Making our Christmas memories. Oh, and I've been longing to hold you close, forget about everyone else. Isn't this how it's supposed to be? Making our Christmas memories. Oh, oh, la da da da, oh, oh, la da da da, oh, oh, la da da da. Making our Christmas memories.
For his hat, I decided to paint stripes. That seemed a little bit easier than painting checks. I did do checks around his belt. I love the Mackenzie Childs stuff. It's a little bit out of my price range, so I thought I would give you guys an idea of how to dupe this. Now, I do want to give props and shout out to their designers and also the artists that do their work. They're so incredible and amazing. If you guys have a chance to purchase any of their goodies, definitely go for it. Their stuff lasts forever, and you can also get it on their barn sale. Go check out their website, and you guys can sign up for their newsletter and get their beautiful they send out catalogs, and they're almost like a magazine in my opinion. So and the other thing you guys might want to grab is a Deco Art paint pen. You guys can get those from Michael's and Hobby Lobby, or even on Amazon, and it's called a Deco Art premium paint pen, but it's gold paint, and it gives it that look of being real gold. And what I love to do is kind of a little bit of a cheat. You just go around your checks, especially if you got a little wibbly wobbly on some of them.
With Christmas lights, so you should come back home to me. And when we wake up in the morning, I'm gonna play those carols that you love. We'll be singing all the melodies until the sun comes up. These are the good times with you, baby. This year it's just gonna be you and me, hang by the fire and chill. Isn't this how it's supposed to be? Making our Christmas memories. Oh, and I've been longing to hold you close, forget about everyone else. Isn't this how it's supposed to be? Making our Christmas memories. Oh, oh, la da da da, oh, 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 la da da da, making our Christmas memories.
Here is the finished project. How do you guys think I did? I am crushing on this, but I would love to hear it in the comment section below what you guys think.
Good times with you. Don't even care what we do if I spend it with you. Just you and nobody else.
For this Dollar Tree DIY, I want to paint a Dollar Tree snowflake. It's kind of a wooden snowflake, and I want to do checks on it. So I've had some special requests for me to paint some check items, and I thought a snowflake would be a fun one to attempt just because it has so much dimension on it. I'm starting out with a base coat of the white Waverly chalk paint and adding that to it, and then I'm just going to do some little curly cues here. You guys can really have fun with however you want to create your snowflake, but I thought this would be super cute, and thank you for the request for the black and white. I would love to know what other requests you guys have for this seasonal decor and how you guys going to be decorating. So many different fun ideas. For this snowflake, I'm going to paint checks on this one. So I'm simply going to take and draw the snowflake checks on it by starting to split it down the center and then do kind of a diagonal pattern. I thought that would be the easiest way. You guys can really have fun with this and get creative. I love painting checks because something about it just really calms me, and just think that if you guys mess up, just use a little white paint to go over with it. No big deal. Give yourself some grace. Have fun with it. Get creative. This would be a great project also to have your kids help you with. So I feel like this snowflake came out really cool. Again, I'm outlining everything with that Deco Art paint pen. Let me know what you guys think about it. Of course, it really doesn't look like a snowflake, but I thought it turned out super cool, especially if you guys are decorating for a black and white Christmas. And I think these look very boutique gorgeous, very different and unique, which when you go to a boutique, things are always different and unique. Now, it's not perfect by any means, but we're gonna let go of perfection, especially in this video where we're painting and just kind of having fun. Again, I find this painting very relaxing. I encourage you guys to just try it, see what you think about it. I think a black and white Christmas would be super fun. My friend Caleb, that has helped me with some of my designs from last season, he did a black and white Christmas and it was beautiful. Shout out to you, Caleb, if you're watching this. Okay, now I'm going to do a Dollar Tree star, and for this one I'm using Mod Podge and then a Mackenzie Child's napkin. This is another little hack for me to use if you can't quite afford their goodies but you're absolutely in love with them. I have bought some of their pieces during the barn sale and they're really amazing. So if you guys have a chance, go check them out. But what I wanted to do with this star is just add Mod Podge and then this layer of napkin. You guys can take the inner layer of the napkin off, but I find sometimes that can make it a little bit thin, especially if you're applying it to wood. Gently cut it out in and around your star, and then you can add another layer over that. It might get a little bit bubbly, but I still think it turns out really nice, and especially if you don't have the patience or feel like you want to paint the checks, this is a great alternative. And you can pick up their napkins pretty inexpensive, and these are the real Mackenzie Child's napkins, so it looks very authentic to how their check is. And you can tell that when they paint their checks, which shout out to their artists, they're amazing, they do drag some paint through it, so it's really hand painted. Their items are actually really hand painted. It's not just stamped on there. So I think that's really cool, and that is why their items are more expensive. Okay, for this one, we're going to do a round one. Again, same concept, just take and add a generous layer of Mod Podge to your round ornament, and then take that napkin and adhere it to the ornament. For this Dollar Tree DIY, I thought we would give ourselves a break from the check, and we're going to paint one of these ornaments, but this time we're going to do it in stripes. So this might be a good starting point if you want to start out painting one of these ornaments. I don't know if sometimes you guys are like me, but you pick up these wooden or decor pieces from Dollar Tree and you just don't know what to do with them. So here's a fun idea. In this idea, you guys could really paint any color that you want. So you could do pink and white stripe, black and white stripe, red and white stripe, really whatever color you want. Use some painter's tape and then grab the color that you're using. But for this theme, I'm doing a lot of black and white, again requested by a sweet viewer. And so here it is. I'm going to paint with some black chalk paint and simply just paint down the stripes, and then you can outline your stripes to make them look a little bit better with some of those gold paint pens. Here's a fun idea to take and paint one of your ornaments white. Maybe it's an old ornament that you just want to zhuzh up and make a little bit more fabulous. Then draw some checks on your ornament. I'm drawing these by hand. This would be a fun project for you to do with kids. Also, you guys can just use a white ornament that's already white. I think this one was already white, but I've done these where I've painted them white and then added the checks on. So we want to do some checks, kind of like the Mackenzie Childs checks. I love their stuff. It's so gorgeous, but the price point is a little bit high for me to transform all of my Christmas to look like that. So I'm just going to give you guys some ideas on how you can paint some fun checks on your goodies. And again, props to their artists and designers. So I'm just taking and painting this. This does not have to be perfect, you guys. In fact, when you look at their designs, they're very imperfect because they're real people that paint every single piece. So have fun with it, get creative, and go for it. Now the last step is to seal my checks with some waterproof Mod Podge. This step is optional, but it is going to help your paint last a bit longer. And I also decided to add glitter to the top of my ornament. I just thought that would be fun and be really super pretty. And you guys could even add little dabbles of glitter to your entire project if you so choose. You guys, I love the sparkle during Christmas time, even if it does get everywhere. I'm just used to that during the holidays. And here is how it is going to look added in to this Christmas tree. You guys could add gold for an accent color or red. I love this Mackenzie Childs ribbon. Now that is a real ribbon that I splurged on a couple of years ago that I repurpose and reuse every season. But anyway, let me know what you guys think about these projects and which one was your favorite in this video. I am giving away two $25 Hobby Lobby gift card giveaways. I will choose the winner and then announce it on social media. I'm also going to be giving away some more of those fall glam jewels. You guys don't miss out on those. I went live and I have about 10 of them that I'm going to be mailing out. Okay, so here's my little sassy terrier, Benji Bear. He is such a little handful. So this morning, we have an automotive shop a little ways down the street from us within walking distance, and I went down and dropped off my daughter's car and then walked home with him. He was really excited because this was further down our walk than we usually go, so he had all the smells and excitement. They've also repaved this road, so it looks really nice. I listened to a good morning sunrise thing on gratitude, and it really helped me start my day. It just really helped me focus on being grateful. You can hear Benji Bear. He's so funny, but he heard something that made him scared. Can you tell his walk has changed? Any loud sound that sounds like a car backfiring or fireworks or anything that's that loud popping sound, runs home. And we hear those sounds around quite a bit because we do live close to a larger highway a little further off. But yep, he heard that funny sound. I've been trying to work with him and get him to refocus. So I started playing with the leaves to try to get him to calm down and not rush home. Thank you all so much for joining me on another fun and fabulous crafting and decorating adventure. It's such a true blessing and honor to have each and every one of you all here. If you all are new, welcome. I'm Olivia with Olivia's Romantic Home. I'm a DIY crafting mama, and I love to share with you guys how you can have a boutique, gorgeous home on a budget. Now this is episode 6 in my huge I Love Christmas series. Go back and check out the rest of the episodes and listen. Don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel. It's totally free. punch the bell and click all. It will help me out so much. I am a one-woman show. And pop over to my Olivia's Romantic Home Facebook DIY page. We're doing tons of crafting and decorating over there. So recently I have been reading a devotional with you all every time at the end of my video. So today we're going to do another one. I'm super excited to share with you guys. And let's see what this devotional is on. The last devotional we read was on trust, and this one is going to be on wisdom. These devotionals help me out so much, and I just want you guys to know that I am by far a very imperfect Christian, and in no way am I sharing these except for from my heart and to help you guys out. So let's see what this devotional has to say about wisdom. This says, increasing in wisdom. Wisdom comes when we examine the experiences God gives us and discern what we have or should have learned from them. Nothing that has happened to us should be wasted. And that's Romans 8:28. Because it is sometimes painful when we do not take the time or effort to discover the reason for the gift of our personal experience. When we do not learn as we should, we stop growing until we learn those same lessons through another experience, tailor-made by God to make us mature. And that's James 1:2-4. I can definitely tell you that this is true. When I don't learn from an experience, I will come across that experience again until I learn that lesson. And boy, it can be a tough one. Most often we gain insight into our experiences only after earnest, persistent prayer. That's Psalm 43, is a wonderful model of persistent prayer. It opens up to us a person searching to know what God wants to reveal about a specific experience. Perhaps we should by writing out what we have learned about God, ourselves, and life during, then, and after an important experience. That's a challenge for me. As we learn these lessons, I think we'll find that we all not need to learn them again in exactly the same way. This increases our individual capacity to learn greatest lessons and gain deeper wisdom, and that's Matthew 13:12. So I can definitely fall so guilty to needing to learn the same lesson over and over, and only through wisdom and age do I know that making a different choice is going to be a better option. I think a challenge for me too is watching my kids grow up and begin to go through life and wanting to just like grab them and say, wait, don't do that. This is what could happen. So I find myself even needing to, kind of keep my mouth shut and temper any criticism in that way as well. And then also examining the things that my kids have taught me. Sometimes I think we learn so much from our kids as well. So anyway, I hope that this blesses you. Now let's read some scripture that goes along with wisdom. Whoever listens to me will live in safety and be all ease without fear of harm. And that's Proverbs 1:33. Teach us to number our days aright, that we may gain a heart of wisdom. That's Psalm 90:12. The fear of the Lord is the beginning of wisdom. All who follow his precepts have good understanding. To him belongs eternal praise. And that's Psalms 111:10. Wisdom cannot be bought with the finest gold, nor can its price be weighed in silver. And that's Job 28:15. So I think that if we were really wise, we would look at wisdom as bigger than gold and silver, bigger than that beautiful car, that beautiful house, and know that there is intrinsic value to wisdom. So what are we going to do this week to be wise? Gosh, I'm going to speak kindly of all. I am going to, when I get those little nudges, you know how you get those little nudges inside your heart and you don't listen to them? I'm going to try to listen to those little Holy Spirit nudges that are telling me different little things to go get checked or do or whatnot. What are you guys going to do this week to be wise? I would like to hear your answer in the comment section below. Also for me, I'm gonna drive the speed limit. I have a tendency to have a lead foot, so I'm gonna make sure I'm gonna try to drive the speed limit. So any of that fun stuff. I would love to hear what you guys are up to. I did a Facebook Live for you guys this week, and I was giving away some fall jewels. I got a ton of response, and I'm gonna be mailing out those jewels this weekend. So thank you guys, everybody that was able to catch me live. It was so fun just to pop on and say hi to you guys. Sometimes I think that I don't go live very often because I feel like I have to show something to you, but I think I'm just gonna go live and, you know, share some crafts, but also just share some conversation. I think conversation and exuding love is really important. So I hope that, you know, me blessing you guys with a prayer card and some jewels is gonna be wonderful. I have still a plate of jewels to give away, so I'm gonna go live again in the upcoming future. And another thing I want to remind you guys is eat your vegetables, eat your fruits, drink some healthy teas when you can. I've been on a little bit of a health journey recently. And so all that kind of good stuff. So thank you for being here. It's actually really warm today, which is why I have kind of more of a summer dress on, but I thought, hey, it's red, so we're gonna go for that. My birthday is coming up. It's the middle of the month on October 15th. I'm excited for that. I already had some girlfriends that we got together for dinner, and we just made it special. We called it Senorita Saturday, but really it was just all of us wanting to get together and dress in a pretty dress and enjoy each other's company. And that is such a big blessing, is to have friends and good conversation. So anyway, I'm gonna hug all of your hearts so tight. I love y'all to the moon and back. I hope you're having a gorgeous, fabulous, blessed day. I hope that this video has blessed you, and I can't wait for our next video. And until then, be kind to yourselves, be kind to one another, and we'll talk to you guys very soon. Bye.